Hello, Stronger Together. We'll get started here in just a moment. I just want to make sure that this is where she needs to be. When you pop in, though, say hello. Let me know how Mercury Retrograde is going for you. Let me know how your week has been. We're certainly through those holidays. I know lots can kind of come up with that, too. So let me know how everybody's doing. See a couple of you in here. Welcome, welcome. Drop in that chat. Let's make sure it's rocking. Hopefully it is. All right. I think I see us. Joni, welcome. Slow day. That's probably a good thing. But if you're like me and a couple of others that I've talked to, energy is definitely lacking. Like that motivation of get up and go. Sleep is also lacking a little bit. And a lot of this does have to do with Mercury retrograde. So 100% that's kind of the energies that we're in. Now, many of you who have been following me know that I actually am very grateful for Mercury retrograde. There is literally so much to be gained from the lessons that Mercury retrograde brings us. For me, it's not one of those times to hide from it, to shy away from it, to fear it, or kind of seclude ourselves away from the world. That's not what it's about. Amanda, Tanya, welcome. Thank you for joining me. But I would love to know what you guys are experiencing right now with this retrograde. This one is in the sign of Capricorn. So when I think of Capricorn energy, like you may not hear Capricorn described this way a lot, but I really feel like they are one of the most connected to source energy and to boundaries. Like they have no problem setting boundaries and saying, this is what it is, this is how it's going to be, and literally done, cut the tide, that's what's there. So this Mercury retrograde, there is going to be a lot of revisitation of relationships, certainly that we have probably cut ties with. You're going to see a lot of that coming back to see. Not only did you learn your lesson, right? Because I think we kind of hear that like, oh, don't accept in a relationship that you've had, like those repeat Mercury retrogrades coming in, stay away from those. It's just what happens with exes, yada, yada, yada. I think Mercury is so much deeper than that. We get the opportunity with Mercury retrograde and those revisitations of those relationships where we get the chance to say, you know what, is there something here that maybe I should revisit? Even if it's not allowing the relationship in, should I hear the other person out? Should I allow them to relieve themselves of any grief, anger, rage, sadness, regret, resent that they may be carrying? That may be something that we also need to explore with Mercury retrograde. And you have the choice to either grant them that or not grant them that. And you as well have the opportunity to not necessarily rekindle the relationship, but to release it fully during Mercury retrograde. And I think you're going to see a lot of that come in with this one because it's in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is so intensely focused on one karma. So they will certainly deal out the karmic debt as needs to be dealt. But they're also very, very focused on stability. So you are going to see a lot of those old relationships come back around. And I've seen it with clients. I've seen it with myself even, of really kind of wondering, some of those old doors that I closed, should I reopen them? What's there? And when I say reopen them, I don't necessarily mean rekindle the relationship, but is there a piece of me that I left in that relationship? Is there a portion of soul reclamation, a soul retrieval that needs to come back from that relationship? And you have to open the doorway to tap into that energy and see where it's at. Mercury, for me, this round has been an amazing opportunity to free up some disharmony within my own relationship, specifically with my husband and the way that we communicate. Mercury, for me, this round has a ton of focus on what does work and what doesn't work in intimate relationships. So best friends, family, yes, but I feel more like non-blood relation energies coming in with this Mercury retrograde. When you start to think about Mercury, Like the planet as itself is an androgynous planet. So it's not associated with masculine or feminine. It's very much in the middle. It's that morphing energy. And for me, it's that balance of masculine and feminine. So we really get an opportunity to both experience the forcefulness that can come in during Mercury retrograde, the forcefulness where you really state your boundaries. You really state that masculine energy of this is how you do things, this is what we do, or this is how we're going to traverse it. And then also swaying into that feminine of being more open to listen and receive, being more receptive. And one thing that I found really, really helpful during this specific Mercury retrograde with my husband is to really reflect on, listen, here's the things that don't work for us. This doesn't work at all. And here are the things that do work. How, divine, source, God, do I traverse or find a new way to communicate in those areas that just don't work? Because you just keep repeating those same patterns and the same communication style, the same forcefulness, the same lack of force. The lack of directness or too much direct that really comes into this. But Mercury grants us an opportunity to do life differently, to communicate in an entirely different manner than what we typically would. And it also just gives us that natural tapping into the masculine or the feminine. So wherever you're lacking, for me, it was really connecting more into the feminine. That's less easy for me. That's not my norm. But during retrogrades, Mercury specifically, I always try to do different. Let me try something new. Let me experience this in a different manner, and I'm open to receive those messages. Mercury, I truly believe, is a gift that we get. Does technology become hard during Mercury retrograde? Yeah, it does. What does that do? It gets us off of our computers, off of our cell phones, and it lets us tap into more of the here and now and connect with those relationships that we have in real life. Maybe it's still picking up a phone, but you're not scrolling through Facebook or social media mindlessly, becoming a drone on information that it's just not serving you. So I really think that Mercury retrograde comes into that technology error and issues because we need a break. Mercury is also going to come in and say, listen, you have to make time for rest. You have to tap into that energy of hibernation sometimes. And if you didn't do it, Mercury retrograde is going to remind you to do it right now. Lack of sleep is something that certainly comes up though as well, but I really feel like it's almost that inclination and that push for us to slow down during our day. It wants us to stop moving so quickly and so fastly. I don't know if you've noticed it, but time for me certainly feels like it is moving hella faster than it ever did before. And I really think that this specific Mercury retrograde with Capricorn is really granting that time of reflection of where do I need to slow down and what are my priorities? Like, what am I actually going to prioritize going into 2023? Because while 2022, huge transformational year, I don't think any of us could really deny that, a lot of transformation happened in 2022. 2023 is going to be much more focused on the soul level connections and finding our freedom, our innate freedom, letting go of, when I sat with 2023, coming into tonight, the Devil card was a big one that came up for me and from the tarot. And I love that card so much, which is probably not, public opinion 101. But the Devil card is one of my favorite cards in the deck for what we're going to need to do to change or what energy needs to come in, because it means that we are the masters of that change. We are the ones who can remove those chains. We don't need any external assistance to pull the chains off. We have what we need. It's just time to acknowledge that we possess the tools and the skills that we need to traverse and release the chains so that we can really come into who we're truly meant to be. So I love that energy because it means that we are in control in 2023. We're going to get to choose. All of that control that we've experienced from really the end of 2019 until present, that is going to strip away in 2023, where the collective is really going to make a shift, and we're going to start just like Capricorn drawing boundaries and saying, this is how it is. This is reality. I'm not going to live in this facade of bullshit, honestly, and we're going to do things differently. I loved Janessa's comment. I believe it was in the last Stronger Together. It might have been in the manifestation workshop. To never be neutral. Never be neutral if you want to magnetize and polarize what it is that you're trying to draw to you. And 2023 really feels like that energy. There's going to be no more gray, no more middle ground, no more tiptoeing around the fuckery that has existed for the last few years. Like, I can't say it any nicer than that. Like, there's just a lot of bullshit that we've all had to traverse in the last couple of years that the blinders have just been taken off, and I think everybody's eyes are going to be wide open in 2023, and you're going to just, you can't unsee once you see the nonsense that has been going on. And you're going to establish really healthy boundaries within your relationships, within your work, within what does freedom actually look like for you? What do you want to be doing with your time rather than doing with your time what you're told to do? What society says you should be doing with it. You are really going to experience that energy of coming into your own, being who you want to be, and exploring those deepest places of you that are truly, holistically, and authentically you, rather than trying to fit into the mold that society has said we should fit into. So that's the energy that I'm feeling in 2023. I'd love to hear if that resonates with you, or if anyone else has kind of tapped into what 2023 looks like, even if it's from a goal setting standpoint. Where is your focus? Where is that at? I know for me, the prioritization of what I want to be doing with my time is really, really in the forefront of my mind. And while y'all are typing that stuff in, it is Magical Monday Motivation, so this is your chance for free card readings. So if you would like a reading of what does 2023 have to hold for you, drop it in the chat and I will move through those. Of course, preference given to our lovely Stronger Together members. But now is the time to really start to look at what do you want to experience in 2023. And I love that we are doing this during Mercury Retrograde. I love that we're in that, even though communication is frayed or more difficult or less easy to traverse, Mercury retrograde energy, the things that you feel so passionate about, so strongly about from a communication stance, I guarantee you that this is where you're really going to feel that heartfelt energy and where your focus is going to be spent. So 100%, you're going to see a lot of that coming in. So think about that. Right now during retrograde, we're in retrograde until I believe the 18th, could be the 19th, and then we had the shadow period after that of January. So it's really going to be one of those times where we get the chance to explore us. What do we want? What does freedom look like to us? Because I think everybody wants freedom. There's probably not one person that's like, oh, freedom, overrated. Who thinks that freedom is overrated? No one. Literally no one. It's something that we all want as beings. It's something that I would say every living being wants. So 100%, that's what you're going to take a look at in 2023. And I want you just to work with that Mercury retrograde energy and see what it is that you are going to move into. There is the Mercury retrograde shamanic journey that is in Stronger Together. So anybody who is in Stronger Together, that is 100% in there for you guys. I recommend you go in there, release those past ties that are keeping you locked in patterns that aren't serving you. So Mercury retrograde is really that chance to tap into, have I learned my lessons? Have I released that karmic debt so that I can move forward and not repeat the things that are going on? So seriously, if you're in Stronger Together, go do that workshop this week and clean up any of those lessons that you're supposed to learn during this retrograde so the rest of it can be easy, free, and graceful. So let me see here. Who was first? See a few of you in here. Joni, I think you're first. So what does 2023 have for Joni? Monies is on your mind. Knight of Pentacles. Take a look at that. Ooh, what else we got here? And a change, Joni. You got a big change. This is probably a shakeup in your working environment. So first off was Knight of Pentacles. This is definitely financially related and how you make your money specifically. So We have the Knight of Pentacles, which the thing I love about this card is its staying power. However it is that you make your money, if there have been financial concerns, it's going to free up in 2023, and you're going to be making money in a steady space. It isn't typically, when I see Knight of Pentacles though, it is typically a new stream of income. So it may not be how you're currently making your money, but there's going to be a new stream of income coming in 2023 for you that honestly I don't even think it's on your radar yet. And I say that because the next card is the Hanged Man, which means you're kind of in this waiting period. Like, you're not really sure which direction to go. You're not really positive what you want to do. There's kind of that really long distance planning of, I can feel it's coming. I can feel a change coming, but I don't really know what it looks like, and I don't really know how to start planning it. And I say that too because it's not going to matter what you plan, because the Tower card is the last card within this, which means out of nowhere, it's going to seem like thin air, a huge change is going to happen around the way that you make money, and it's just going to happen. Tower card for me is not something to fear. It is a change, but I think, Joni, though, you have changed so much since I even met you. What has it been? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? I don't even know now. Like, you're a completely different person now, and I don't think that change scares you the way that it would have previously. So there's something new completely coming in. I don't feel necessarily the breaking of the old that I usually feel with the Tower card, but I want to grab some oracles just to kind of see around that. I feel like the Tower card is what you're currently doing is not what you're probably going to be doing towards the end of 2023. Or at least it's going to be completely different in its aspect. The way that it looks is not going to be how how you currently see it in 2023. Like, that's definitely moving out. So let's see here. Yeah, and this is why I say it's not bad. It's not that crumbling. You got the Ladybug, which is good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. And then the Peacock and Vibrancy was the next one. So, like, you're going to show out this year. 2023 feels like, to me, like your year. This is your year when you really come into your own, and you're supported by the universal energies, and that Ladybug and both the Peacock card very much pull that in. So 2023 for you, though, is going to be a big focus on how you make your money, how that income comes into you. Let's see. Who we got next? Alexis, totally feeling the need to get rid of the clutter. Anything that isn't a good use of energy. See you later. Yes. Amanda, I love that. Yeah, let me know how part 2 goes for you with that manifestation workshop. Also, anyone who would like to do that workshop, it is still available for the Stronger Together coaching community, which there's 2 parts to that. We've had a ton of good feedback on that manifestation workshop. So if anybody here has done it, drop it in the chat what they experienced, if they'd like to share that. I will, of course, drop the Stronger Together link in the chat for us, which I don't know if I can do that from here, but I'll try, so that if you're interested in joining, you can hop into that. There is, Lord, so much within that group that I can't even go through all of it here, but the 2 prime ones that I would say are going to be on your radar for today is that Mercury Retrograde Shamanic Journey is in there, as is the Manifestation Part 1 and 2. And then the whole month of January, Janessa and I are focusing on commitment, because that is necessary to get and keep those things that you're trying to draw in. So that's kind of where we are at with with January and Stronger Together. Tanya, were you next? It looks like you. Let me just try and drop this link here. Couple people are having a hard time popping in here. So let me just drop it. All right. So Tanya, I believe you're next. Let's take a look at what your 2023 looks like. Tanya, 2022 was rough. Kind of in that, like, recovery period. 2023 is not going to be like 2022 was. You're going to see it come in towards the latter half, I'd say September area. So you're kind of in that recovery stage from 2022. Like, you're very much like, time to take a rest. 10 of Swords, which is relationships. 2022 for you, relationships may not have been super easy. There might have been a lot of work that had to go in, that you may even still are kind of seeing some of that, and you have kind of hit that wall where it's time to take a nap. You are kind of letting those relationships rest. That could mean a break. That could just be a little bit of distancing going on within those relationships too. And you do have a little bit of pent up energy or regret, possibly even a little bit of resent from what happened in 2022 with these relationships. That's going to keep you a little bit right now, right? The thing I love about tarot is that you can change it. So if you don't like how this looks from the beginning, you can shift the energy because you know where to look. But at the beginning, you're still kind of going to be in that 8 of Swords energy, which is you don't know what to do. You feel like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And the thing I love about this card too, like, she can untie herself. She can take the blindfold off and look around her. No one's actually keeping her stuck in that energy. So this, for me, like, if you want to shift that energy right now of being kind of stuck going into 2023 at the beginning, take off the blindfold. Take a look around and be willing to just see it for what it is, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. And then having grace for yourself for, you know, the things that may have occurred in 2022 that you wish you would have done different or better or new. Let it go. Release yourself from those constraints so that you're not moving into 2023 with that. But relationships are going to be huge for you in 2023. And I love how this is going to end up. This is that September energy. Like, this is very much September energy for me. 3 of Cups. Those relationships that you want to work out and that are best fitting for you, towards that September area, this is going to come full circle for you. It's not going to stay hard, and it's going to end super, super harmoniously. It's not that energy where it's going to be horrible. So a lot of that stuff that's going on, let it go, because once you release that regret and that resentfulness, maybe even the grief that comes up, you're going to move into that September energy way faster. You can pull that September timeline to the here and now if you wanted to as well. I want to go to the Oracle to get you some too. Also, let me know if that resonates with you in the chat. Joni, how about yours? Does that make sense? Do you need more clarification on yours, or are you good with that? I want to really get us kind of the focus of what we're seeing in 2023. Well, the B. So yeah, this is that confirmation for you, Tanya, too. B is all about community. You're a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch, and be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So I love this. This is just that affirmation again that you are the creator of that. You are the queen of your castle, the queen of your kingdom, that honeybee energy, where anything that you want to fertilize and pollinate, you're going to be able to do that, and you're going to allow whatever those are, whatever you really devote your energy to grow. Those people that you devote energy to, you've always seen them grow, and I feel like that's what you're letting go. Like, when I tap into that intuition, you're letting go of pollinating everybody else's flowers, and you're going to move into choosing to pollinate your own and not being regretful for it. So you're really moving into that energy, Tanya. So I hope that resonates. Let me know though. I feel like I really feel like you know the relationship that I'm talking about, and it hasn't been a super clean break yet. But you're going to come into that energy to move that forward too. So I hate that 2022 was hard for you, but 2023 is going to be better. That I can certainly feel. Let's see, who is next? Tanya. Who we got next? If I miss you, please comment again, because some of these come in pretty fast and I start to lose track of where I'm at within them. So certainly comment in the chat if I miss anybody. Liza, so good. Manifestation is a must. Yes. Joni, yeah. Alexis, there you are. All right. So, well, Alexis wants that card right away. Let's see what 2023 has for you, Lex. Also, everybody congratulate Alexis. She had a reel go freaking viral on her page. So, yeah, Alexis, I see you. The world sees you. So let's take a look here. What do we got for Alexis? Got to focus on business, but you also have a focus on releasing the drama within relationships, kind of that deceptive energy. I really think this is what you're working on actually right now. So when we look at this like Seven of Swords energy, it's that somebody's still, like, you feel like there's still somebody kind of being deceptive that you need to watch your back for, that they could be coming around the corner at any time. Like, it's just not going to work out type of energy, like always looking over your shoulder. You may be in this right now of still like, oh my God, but am I there? Have I made it? Like, am I around that hump? You're probably in this energy right now. Let me know if that kind of resonates for where you can see this within your relationships. This could very well, and you know what? Let's just pendulum it. Do I have one next to me? I don't. Muscle test works. This is business relationship. Is there anything within your business that you kind of feel like, oh, is this real? Is this actually happening, or am I being deceived energy? It's very much around the business relationships. This could be a person within business too, but certainly around that energy. You're going to see within business, I freaking love this for you, 2023, 100% going to be financially fruitful. Ace of Pentacles, which means a revenue stream, new revenue stream coming in, really kind of coming into your own within your own business. It feels very new, but at the same time, very old, because after that, we also have the 10 of Pentacles clearing out this energy for 2023 with you, which means you've put a lot of work into this. Like, you have both new and old. Like, you have the full cycle of the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, to where you've really grown that garden. You have put in a lot of work with the business, and it's coming full circle this year. That garden is going to be ready for you to harvest this year. From a money standpoint, like, that business is popping in 2023. And I think you're starting to even see the extent of that happening now, like the newness, the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you see it and feel that energy right now. It's going to be even better as you move throughout the year. Like, you have gained so much momentum within the business of having that full cycle of Ace of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. The business for you this year is going to be wild. It's going to be good. They're still letting go. So I don't know if you are fully Lex in just the coaching job or your own. I feel like you're not. Are you still holding on to a corporate job? Is there still a little bit of energy from that of corporate? Yeah, it feels very corporate. Let me know. I feel like that's really what this energy is releasing that old. Let me know in the comments, though, if that's what that is. I really feel like that is a corporate job that you're still moving away from and into your own jam. Yeah, I feel pretty strongly about that. So let me know in the comments if that resonates. You got the sea turtle, which is, there's protection with the sea turtle, but also the master of finding flow. So this one really says you are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So I really feel like you're just like the sea turtle, like you're going with the harmony and the flow of the ocean. You're going to move through it pretty effortlessly and easily because you're working with the universal energies now rather than against them. Like, you're not trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. You very much have come into your own of working with the universe and source energy and your intuition, trusting it, that it's going to be so much more fluid and easy in 2023 than it ever has been before. So let me know if that makes sense. Morgan, I see you in here. Let me make sure this thing is going. I think I've been stronger together, you guys, right? There's a couple people messaging me, but now I'm wondering, like, what is going on? I feel like I'm in stronger. Okay. Can't see from my phone, though, because that's not working. So let's see. Morgan, you got some popping out, too. I love when they just fly out. All right. Finance is on your mind too, but I really feel like relationships, and it's really the whole thing. Is it marriage? Yeah. So how you move through doing a union very much is on the forefront of this year for 2023. Finances actually look really, really good for you in 2023. We have the Pentacles energy coming in here. Also, like, I feel very feminine with this card too. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is very much that even though you don't see what you've done, all of the growth that you've done, even financially, it's there. And you're going to see it, and it's going to be fruitful. It's going to be time for you to go ahead and just pull that energy. I know you can't see this right now, but all of the work that you have done to free up this Two of Swords energy within relationships. There's also the Moon in the background, which is deception. This is another one of those cards to where you have really, I feel like in 2023, are going to come into the mastery of you can remove that blindfold. You can wield those swords. You can be your own hero. You don't have to have someone else to rescue you. You have really come into your own personal power within 2023, and you're not going to tolerate anybody undermining or treating you less than you are. So you're really going to have a focus on kind of ruling that power, ruling who you are and being sovereign over your own energy and what you do with it too. And even though that probably seems a little bit scary, that you're going to be more boundary driven, you're going to be more vocal with what it is that you want and need. I love that the ending for this reading of 2023 for you is the 10 of Cups, which means emotionally you're going to be super fulfilled. That is a happy family at the end. Everybody's joyous. Everybody is getting along. It's all moving in harmony and unison. So I really feel like that family unit, that union energy, you're going to find it in 2023. Like what needs to work itself out within your relationships is going to do it in 2023. And it's going to do it from you seeing how to master yourself, mastery of your own energy, mastery of how you choose to do life and the boundaries that you're going to draw through self-advocating. That's how this energy is going to come to fruition and really come into a place that you want it to be. And then from the Oracle, you have Frog, which is prosperity. 2023 for you is going to be very emotionally fulfilling as well as fiscally, financially. Frog says to let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. Frog energy, when I think about them, they do a whole metamorphosis when they go from the tadpole to the frog. They look nothing like they did when they were the tadpole when they get to the end of their morphosis. And that really is what 2023 is going to be for you. You're going to have that huge metamorphosis where you really just come into your own and you really command even that balanced power, that balanced harmony, but you command respect. You own the sovereignty over yourself in 2023. So fabulous 2023 for you coming up, even though maybe it seems like, oh man, are you sure? Yes, I am sure. The cards do not lie. Oh, precious Jezebel. Might deal with you later. We'll see. Tanya. Yes, it was. Liza, you're next. Woo. Oh, new relationship energy. But right now, Liza, you're sitting in that Nine of Swords, which is kind of a lot of sleepless nights on trying to decide what to do with a relationship. Where do I go? What do I do? Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Is this? Yeah. Okay. So you're going to truly find that soulmate this year. And you may already have found them, but the soulmate relationship's going to be harmonious this year. This could be a new person. I'm not really sure. I don't know that it has actually been determined yet. But right now, kind of that energy at the start of 2023 that you're sitting in is this Nine of Swords, which is, what do I do? Like, what am I doing? What am I going to do? What do I want to do? What needs to shift? What needs to change? So you're really kind of in that questioning your relationship and where do I want to go from that? This is definitely an intimate relationship, romantic specifically. What do I do with this? Like, where do I want to go? Am I happy with this? Am I not? This year, you're going to really come into both the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This is how I know it's definitely a romantic relationship that you're looking at. But very much in 2023, you're going to find that soulmate energy, the one that you truly vibe with, your one and only. They could already be in your life, but the energy is going to shift to where you pair it together really, really well. However, that balancing of that masculine and feminine needs to come in for you for it to be a very fulfilling and harmonious relationship. That's happening in 2023. I actually feel like March, you're going to see this energy really starting to come in for you specifically. So let me know if that is even anything on your radar, Liza. And I want to go to the Oracle too. Let's see what we got. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone here. Liza, what's the Oracle got for you? Oh, of course it's this one. Dear energy, love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and your grace. So Liza, reaffirmation for me with this reading, that love energy that's truly compassionate, because when I use dear energy, that is 100% compassion, understanding, really, really coming into that space of understanding. I think everybody wants to find that person who can love them in their good, bad, their ugly, their worst, their best, and everything in between. And that's really what you're going to find within 2023 is a relationship that is just like that. Jason, you got Ghostbusters playing. I'm happy you joined us. Welcome. I think some of the comments cut out. Okay, thank you. Janessa, you are the real MVP because they are cutting out. Mercury Retrograde can't defeat us when we're together. Truly stronger together. All right, Jamie, you're next. Whoa. Everybody's 2023s are like, pick us. All right, Jamie. Lord, Jamie, what are you doing this year? My cards are like, she's doing everything, which could actually be accurate. Let's get 3 cards for Jamie, though. Thank you. Queen of Swords, very focused on ruling your relationships and being very much in your own personal power in 2023. Queen of Swords is the first one. Let's see what her second card looks like. Oh, I love that one too. 9 of Cups is the next one. I'm just going to kind of keep going as this goes. Clearly, relationships are going to be in the first and foremost for you for 2023 as well. 9 of Cups energy is very, very emotionally fulfilled. Like, you're pretty happy at who's sitting at your table in 2023. You feel very balanced in 2023 within your own power of that sword energy, the more masculine. And then also really having that Cups energy in there still, that very feminine balance and flow. Let's see what rounds this reading out. For Jamie. Ace of Swords, new love. This is new relationships. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic, but certainly there's a new relationship that really is instrumental in your life journey. This is a soul level relationship. Certainly if you believe in past life, you've done a few of those with this person, but this is completely new. Completely new relationship coming in. And this comes in for you in a manner that is different than any other relationship has come in because you're completely different. How you stand in your own power and advocate for you, how you do relationships with that Queen of Swords energy, and that Nine of Cups energy is going to be, this is a very different human than you would have previously attracted. Much more balance here, much more harmony coming in within this relationship too. And also just a genuine, you're going to know this person immediately because you're going to feel like you have known them forever, because quite honestly, you have. I kind of feel like you already know who this is. Like, I think you've already found it, but I think you're going to see it grow. Yeah, and I love this too. Like, cat is what you got. The independence. You're a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. And you get to 100% be in your own power and independent of anybody else. Like, this is not going to be, I think this is a reminder that this is not going to be a codependent relationship, which maybe that is something that you have experienced in the past. But it's very much not going to be that. And I pulled another one just to see, and it's Snow Leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important to your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. I love that you pulled a card that says shaman, because I know you're kind of on that shamanic path as well. But certainly that independence of the cat and the self-reliance coming in from another cat. Like, this year you're still going to be very focused on relationships, but it is going to be a very different relationship than what you have ever experienced before. So hopefully that resonates, Jamie. 2023 is going to be a big focus on that. And honestly, just from the astrology of 2023, a lot of people are going to be focused on relationships this year. Amanda, let's see what you got. Did I read yours already? Let me know, Amanda. I feel like I did. Maybe I didn't, though. Let me know, Amanda. Jason, welcome. Where'd that go? Janessa, where'd your comment go? I just lost it. I don't think I have, so I'm just going to read again, Amanda. So if I already read you, hopefully it's the same. Actually, whatever. It is what it is, right? So let me take a look here. All right, Amanda, you are up next. Temperance. Patience. So at the beginning, you're going to feel a little impatient, and temperance is going to come in to remind you you got to let those cups fill before you can drink them. Let's see, what else do we have for Amanda? What is she being patient about for 2023? You're being patient about a lot. Let's get a little bit more clarity. Is it relationships? Is it business, action? What is it? No, money. How you make your finances. So how money comes in, how you earn money is going to be your focus within 2023. You're going to be a little bit impatient with it in the beginning too. This is going to be one of those where you really want it now. And universe is kind of like, just give it a moment. Give it just a moment. And it will come in. There's some energy, some dysfunction and obstacles that need to be cleaned up. This very much feels like familial patterns, but we have this Five of Wands energy where everybody's kind of doing something different. Like, everybody who's a moving part, probably family related, is really kind of pulling you in different directions. There could be infighting going on of, no, I want this, no, I want that, no, you should do this or you should do that. There's a lot of opinions. There's a lot of opinions on what you should be doing or shouldn't be doing, how you should do it, when you should do it, what it looks like. So you're going to need to clean up some of this energy, but you're going to be able to do that pretty effortlessly. April-ish is what I'm feeling with this one, to where you start to really kind of clean up some of that dysfunction, disharmony, and those patterns. And the way that ends with how you make money is literally, what do you want to be doing? Because the World card is what you have. So really where you focus and have patience like what you want. You get to decide in 2023 what you want, because it's literally limitless within this world card of what's going to happen. It's going to come full circle, but I really, really want you to pay attention to where your headspace is and really deciding what exactly do you want to be doing, and be patient with discerning that too. And I really think come that April time span, when you clean up that, probably from family, could be a little bit of business relations in there too. When you clean up everybody else's opinions or you wash them away and you just make a decision, that world card really just is that affirmation that whatever it is that you want to be doing, you're going to get to do it in 2023. And how you want to do life is going to come through with that. But it's almost like being patient for it to come. Like the time isn't going to be the time you want it. You're going to want it faster. You're going to want to see, you're going to be very impatient with not seeing signs of progress. And I think that's really where that temperance card is coming in, to trust that source, divine God, universal energies, greater spirit, whatever you call that unconditional love energy, has a plan, and that it's coming in for you. But you can't rush the process either. So that's where that's really coming in. But let's just get you one here from the Oracle too. And you got the Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts, no problem, can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So there's just, again, I mean, Source is beautiful when it really gives us those divine nudges too, of have patience, you're going to persevere, you're going to get exactly what it is that you want, but you kind of are going to have to trust the process to play itself out. Every single one of these cards that isn't the dysfunction is very feminine energy, very much being open to just receive and let it happen however it's going to happen. You're not going to be able to force this one. You're going to have to really trust the process and just have patience. So if patience aren't your forte, you're going to be a little bit tried in 2023, but you're going to get the best outcome at the end of the year too. But you're going to see some of it. You're going to see glimmers of it in April. So don't get disheartened when you don't see results as quickly as you want them. And we got Shannon. Oh, Janessa, I cannot thank you enough for that comment, because none of these came through on my computer. So what does 2023 have for Shannon? Let's see what we got. All you stronger together peeps, though, I will get to you, so no worries. All right. Ooh, relationships. Shannon, you've got a lot on your mind with relationships, probably even right now. Let's get Shannon's last card. All right, so first up, we've got the Ace of Swords, which is new. This is certainly that new way to get new way of doing relationships, new way of traversing the current relationships you have. This could also be very new relationships, connecting with people that you've not connected with before and that perhaps normally you wouldn't see connections with. You've got a lot of new coming in with this, but you've also got the Six of Swords, which means you've got to leave behind some of the old relationships. Some of the old ones that aren't working for you, you're going to see those start to fall away in 2023. It's not a Tower card in this reading, or the Three of Swords, for instance, so it's not heartbreak. But it's those relationships that they need to go. I think they need to go. To make room for the ones that do actually work for you. So the way you spend your time is going to really shift, or who you spend your time with is going to shift more in 2023 to where you're prioritizing more of the relationships that serve your highest good and serve the other person's highest good too, honestly. And then we have the Strength card to clean out 2023, which means I love the Strength card so much. It's got the lion and the very feminine, though. Even though the card is labeled Strength, it's very, very feminine energy. She doesn't overpower the beast with strength or power or brute strength. She tames the beast essentially with love. So you're going to really tap into your natural gift of being loving and kind and gentle this year to really traverse this relationship changes that are going to come in for you throughout 2023. You're really going to start surrounding yourself with people that uplift, help you grow, really devote as much energy to you as you devote to them. So you're going to have a whole new reprioritization of the relationships that you currently have, along with bringing in new. There's definitely new relationships coming in as well this year for you too. And then let me take a look at the oracle here. And you got the white stag protector. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Yeah, and I really think that you are going to start moving into those relationships just like this white stag, the white deer, which for me is much more spiritual relationships, spiritual compassion. You're going to find relationships that are loving unconditionally and compassionate for you in 2023. Now, like the stag, though, you do have a little bit of that protection energy coming in too, so it's not going to feel scary or as scary to traverse this because it's divinely guided. And you're going to feel that divine support moving through this new relationship changes and shifts. So it's not scary. It's not real severe upheaval where you don't really have a support system. All right. And now let's see. Morgan, I did yours. Liza got you. Amanda got you. Sarah, did I do you? I don't believe so. So Sarah, you're up next. Is that all of them? Let's see. Yes. And then I'll move down. Hopefully you guys are dropping in the chat if they resonate, because I can't see the bottom of the chat, but I will go back and read them after this live when hopefully I can see all of the comments. Whew. Sarah. Ooh, all right. So let's see. Give me some info on, is it relationships? Is it money? Emotional. All right. So it is definitely going to be relationship focused for 2023 as well. Your relationship with money is going to move much more into this King of Pentacles energy, to where you're going to really rule over those finances. Like, you may have had a little bit of a critical eye in 2022 on where are my finances going? How am I spending my money? How am I making my money? In 2023, any of those things that you were less desirable, didn't love in 2022, 2023, you're going to really kind of take command of them so that they don't repeat in 2023. Now, you are going to see financial things increase from a relationship standpoint too. So, however it is within your relationship that money has been kind of a hot topic, in 2023, that is really going to clean up itself. So, you're going to move into the Temperance card though too. So you're going to have patience with whatever changes you make from a relationship standpoint around money. You're going to have patience to see them kind of come to fruition because we have the Temperance card. So if you're putting in new boundaries with your finances or how they work within your relationship, it's going to work out and it's going to be really beneficial because you have the Six of Wands, which is all about celebration energy at the end. So exactly what you want to happen. This could be investments actually too. If you've had investments on your mind that you're going to take action on in 2023, they're going to be really, really fruitful. Let me know if that resonates because it's very much in that realm of how finances are a hot topic within your relationship, but also investments. You're going to have to be patient. So just be really, really patient with it because it's going to work out, and don't second guess yourself. So Temperance is really, really that card of don't second guess, don't change, don't just throw shit at a wall and hope it sticks. Trust that what you have chosen to do is actually going to work and come to fruition. So just keep that in mind going into 2023. Like, what you decide to do at the beginning, let it fully play out. Because when it fully plays out, you're really going to have this Six of Wands energy where it's going to be exactly what you wanted it to be. It's going to be celebratory. Everybody's happy. Like, the thing worked. So really pay attention to that, Sarah, too. So hopefully that resonates. But let's get you an oracle card here, too. Just for a bit more. And then I'll start scrolling. I see her comment here now. I don't know why that one popped up, but I see it, Sarah. Do you have a habit of throwing shit? Yeah, you know what? You and me both. Could be a head point thing. And Hawk is what you got, the messenger, which is our fabulous Janessa's, one of her spirit guides. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. And I really feel like this is coming back to that Temperance card too, of hone your focus and stay the course. Like, don't change your course just because the focus gets a tiny bit blurry. Like, you have downloaded these messages and how you're going to move through this financial and relationship energy in 2023 straight from source, honestly. So don't second guess it, let it play out, and just really stay that course, knowing that they're not just you coming up with this. Like, these were divinely guided decisions. Jamie, Amanda, okay, got to those. Tanya, I did yours. Amanda, Liza, yes, everybody celebrate Lex in the comments. She is freaking rocking it. Corporate job, Alexis. Okay, so hopefully you commented that during the reading, because it did feel very much like releasing that. Yep. So that is that first card. That's that deceptive energy. I believe it was Seven of Swords, Lex, if I'm remembering correctly. 100%, that's what that was. Morgan. You did find the link, Morgan. Lex, I'm so happy to see that. I'm glad that that is coming in for you and that it resonated. Morgan, last 2 days I've made boundaries for this month with no looking back. Oh, so glad to see that card. Good job. So you are already living your reading that came in from the beginning, Morgan. So I love that for you. And I love that it ends well, even though right now you probably are kind of second guessing like that. Like, how are they going to respond? What does this look like? How do we move through it? And let's see. Shannon, I got yours. Morgan, you're welcome. Love the harmony in 2023. Liza, yes. Just want to make sure. Carrie, welcome. Lisa, welcome. Lisa Carter, welcome to Stronger Together. Let's see what you got for your 2023. Well, you got one of my favorite cards that I alluded to in the beginning of this reading that is probably not popular opinion with tarot, but I love this card because it means you're in control and you get to unshackle yourself. Let's see here. Lisa Carter, what do you got? Lisa, you kind of guard yourself away from other people. Feeling a little bit of that Enneagram 3 energy where you have to kind of put on the mask or feel like you have to put on the mask for others. I just need to get through that a little bit so that I can tap in more. Give me just a second here, Lisa. Hopefully you're still here. What do you have in store for 2023 for Lisa? lots of energy around emotional. It's probably relations too, but I love that. Is it relationship? Let's just get a good clear. Yep. All right. So Lisa, for you, first off, we have the Devil card coming in, which I love this card, as I stated in the beginning, because you're going to be in that energy of, you do feel like you're kind of chained to an emotional attachment. Could be a relationship. I really feel like there is a financial connection to this, though. You feel like you're kind of chained to this person because of a financial reason coming in with this. So the Devil card, though, even though the energy of sitting in the Devil card is not the funnest, it can be really, really uncomfortable. If you look at these two individuals, they can take those chains off of themselves at any time. They're the ones that are choosing to kind of be stuck in that, Lord, almost addictive energy of, like, I can't do anything but this. I can't get out of this cycle. I can't move past it. That's the energy that we're going to start out with. And even right now, I feel like you're still kind of in this Five of Cups energy of looking at those spilled cups rather than the two that are still full. Now, you're going to have to go a different direction to get the two that are still full, but if you just kind of turn around and look at the other options, you're going to find those two full cups. You're going to feel this energy coming in really, really strongly in February. Rather than looking at those spilled cups, you're going to start looking for the cups that are full, the ones that are there for you, the ones that you can choose to select rather than focusing your time and energy on something that is honestly trash. Like whatever that connection with the finances and that relationship is, you're going to see it for what it is, and then you're going to throw it out. You know, however that looks. That may not be throwing the relationship out, but whatever's not working within that finances and the relationship, you're going to be done with it, and you're going to move in a completely new direction. This energy I feel coming in for you in November, but it is the Ten of Cups. And again, we love this card for our ending of 2023 coming out of it because it's happy. It's that family unit. It's that emotional fulfillment. Like what you needed, your cup is full. You find those full cups and you make them even more full. You add to them even. You don't just have two now, you have 10 full cups. And everybody's celebrating and it's moving through it. But the beginning of 2023, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a little rough. There's a lot of that addictive energy within this too, that you are really having to kind of release a relationship because of that. Emotional constraints within that. Now, when I say release a relationship, it may not be ending the relationship, but there's going to have to be a big, big shift in that relationship that's attached to the finances in order for it to work. But you're the one in control of that with that Devil card of being able to really choose, are you going to stay shackled to something that is an anchor and that's pulling not just that person's boat down, but your boat down? Or are you going to take a look and see if there's maybe a couple of life jackets out there that you can grab a hold of and move in a different manner? Now, that other person may grab the life jackets with you and do the same thing, but you can't stay shackled to something that isn't working for you. And only you can release those chains and shackles to get out of that. And you're going to do it in 2023. However that looks for you, you're going to move out of that because that 10 of Cups energy is there. So you're going to move into this new flow of finding peace, because I don't think you have a lot of that right now. You're going to find what peace actually looks like, though, in 2023. And then the Oracle came forward for you was the Raven, which is the Shaman card. You are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. The Raven for me, like, even though this is everything that the card says, the Raven for me is really that card of transformation where you almost go through that dark night of the soul. So when that Raven energy comes in, you're really moving through that dark night of the soul and going to come out the other side of it somebody completely different, somebody completely new, and in a good way. Like, even though that transformation feels really hard during the moment, I'm not minimizing that at all. It can be really tough. It can be very difficult. On the other side of that, you're really going to like who you are on the opposite side of that. You're going to feel balanced and so much more peaceful when you just traverse the shit, when you get through it. Coming out to the other side of that. Now, tools definitely make things a whole lot easier, Lisa. So I don't know if you're into crystal healing, shamanic earth and energy medicine, energy psychology, tapping, whatever. I recommend that whatever tools you normally use, or if you don't normally have tools, explore this free community, explore the Stronger Together membership, and see, or anyone else for that matter. If you have a Reiki healer that you really like, explore those options just to help you with those energetic transformations so that it's not as difficult. Whether that's here with us or someone else doesn't matter to me, or on your own. Definitely tap into finding tools just to help balance out your energy as you're moving through 2023 so that it can be just more graceful and easy, because it doesn't have to be hard, but it can feel really, really hard if we don't have support moving through that. So Lisa, I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Carrie, howdy, Shell. Are you still here? And then I saw Chelsea as well, so I'm going to go ahead and do Chelsea's. Carrie, let me know if you're still here. If you are, I'll do yours next. Chelsea, I'm going to do yours right now. What does 2023 look like for you? Let's see what we got. Carrie, drop in the comments if you're still here. Otherwise, this will be Chelsea's, though, and then I'll come back to you, Carrie. Chelsea, you're going to be very focused on how you make your money this year. 100% how you make your money. This focus for you is on money and how you make it. Ace of Pentacles energy, Chelsea, for you is new money, right? New streams of income, how you make money. How money comes to you is going to be very different in 2023 than it ever has been before. Big changes coming in with that. You are going to feel June. June energy is where I start to feel this next card, which is the Ten of Swords, where you're going to be really tired. Like, you need to just take a break. So I would write that down, Chelsea, that when June is on its way, I would say in May, make sure that you're giving yourself space and breaks as needed, so that way the universe doesn't have to give you a big wake-up call and give you something to make you take that break. June, you're going to need to let off the gas just a little bit. So I would, because of this card coming in, Chelsea, in May, write this down, because I won't remember it after this, but you're going to want to. That in May, you really focus on prioritizing you and making sure that you're taking a break. Don't run off that cliff, Enneagram 8 style. Don't hit burnout. Because this Ace of Pentacles is really fast energy. It's high-paced. You're going to be running, not walking, from a business standpoint, or how you make money. This could be a job, too. It doesn't necessarily have to be within your business, but you're going to be running with this energy. Knight of Pentacles is how you're going to close out, which I love the Knight, because unlike the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles has staying power. So oftentimes we'll see new money streams come in, but they don't stay. Knight of Pentacles is going to keep it, which means whatever you grow from a financial standpoint and how you make your income in 2023, it's going to stay. It's got staying power. It's not something where you're just going to get lump sum money, like lump sum $3,000, and then there's nothing after that. That's not what 2023 is going to look like for you. 2023 is going to be very steady. And very consistent and constant from a financial standpoint. So your focus in 2023 is 100% going to be on finances and how you make your money, and how you traverse that. And let's get you an oracle. Carrie, I see you. You're next. Lion, Chelsea. You got the Lion card, which is a higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Lion energy for me very much is a community. So you're going to have like coworkers that you are interacting with. You're going to have that really kind of that whole vibe coming together within this. Lion is very much the strength card too, which means it's going to feel very comfortable. What you're doing, even though it seems scary at first, like once you get into the mode of this new finances, the way of doing it, it's going to feel really nice. It's going to feel very safe. You're going to like moving through it. Lion energy is very bold. They really stand in their own power, but they also have that unity, that moving through it as a group too. So hopefully that helps, Chelsea. Carrie, you're next. I'm going to go a little longer with this one because they're 2023 readings. I usually try to keep these about a half hour, but you know what? Our group is growing and I want to honor that and make more space for it too. So Carrie, let's take a look here. What does 2023 have for Carrie? Ooh, you're going to be popping this year too, Carrie, in a good way. First off, we have King of Pentacles. You're really coming into your own with finances as well. So there's a financial focus, but there's also action focused. So I don't know if starting a new business has been on your radar, but I really kind of feel that energy, Carrie, coming in for you. And let's just, yep. Okay. So King of Pentacles energy is the first one that you have up, which is very much that coming into your own from a financial standpoint. The way you make money, how you make your money is going to be in your first and foremost, but you're also the way that you spend it. How you utilize your funds is going to be at the front of your mind in 2023 too. So you're really coming into that space of how do I make my money and how do I spend it? Is that an equal and opposite energy change? And am I prioritizing the correct things? You are going to take a lot of action in 2023, like this. I feel like this is very much a new business venture. So you're gonna have to drop in the comments, Carrie, for me, is this new business? Because this feels like you're starting a new business in 2023, and that's really where you're going with this. So 8 of Wands, action, action, action. Fast, fast, fast is the energy that you want. Like you want it now, you want the business now, you want that new stream of income right now. So there's a little bit of rushed energy with this, and I think you're going to experience, when does this third card come in? June, July. It's kind of waffling between the two, but June, July area, this Devil card is going to come in where you are going to kind of feel like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't with it. But I just want you to reflect on this though too, coming in, that again with the Devil card, you can unshackle yourself. You're in control, and that's why I love this card when it's the obstacle, because it means that we have the power to change it ourselves. You're going to clean this up within 60 days of the experience. So that would put us to July, let's see, that'd be August, September, that you're going to clean up that shackled feeling. And I pulled one more just to have the outcome for 2023, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So this business venture is definitely going to work out for you. It's just going to be a little bit rushed for right now. And again, with tarot, the best part about it is if you don't love it, then change it. So I would say from this reading, that cautionary, if you don't want to experience that Devil energy, slow down and really prioritize checking in with your intuition, with source energy, God, angels, whoever you work with, for your spirit guides. Really check in with them with your business decisions rather than rushing them. Really, really make sure if muscle testing or pendulum is a thing, that you're doing all of that throughout your business rather than just rushing and jumping into whatever is going on. And if you spend more time in that intuitive state, you're not going to experience this Devil energy of feeling shackled and that damned if you do, damned if you don't energy. So you can avoid a lot of that by just checking in intuitively, going through this business venture. And I see that in the chat that is what it is. So perfect. That is what I would do then, is make sure that you're really checking in intuitively. Is this the right thing for my highest good? Giraffe energy is the oracle that came through, which is the visionary. Rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. And this just comes back to really, get past the physical, the earth, the mundane, the logic. Carrie, you feel like a head point to me, but I don't know if you know a lot about the Enneagram. If you don't, you're going to want to start following Janessa with Fiercely Radiant Soul, because she's the Enneagram guru. But you feel like a head point, and where everything has to be logical. And I can say that because I'm a head point too. So sometimes we get in our heads too much, and we check out with how things feel or intuitively how it feels. So this giraffe card for me is just that confirmation of get out of your head and don't just make your business decisions based off of logic. Really check in with that heart center and also the intuitive space of what you have going on with this, and make decisions from all three of your processing centers and not just your head. And then you'll avoid a lot of that devil energy coming into that area in June, July. So I hope that helped, Carrie. Let me know in the chat if it did. Chelsea, I got yours. Sarah, good. I'm glad that resonates for you. I appreciate you. Jeanette, welcome. Let me see. I think I may have gotten to everybody, so I'm just scrolling here just to make sure. Carrie, I love that. You are starting your own business. Ardell, are you still here? Let me know in the chat. If you are, I will do yours, and that will be my last one for tonight. Carrie, that's super exciting. What kind of business are you starting? I love connecting with other healers and light workers, so I'm glad you found us. Healing Center sounds amazing and magical. Ardell, I see you. I'm going to do yours. And we'll probably call it a night. Well, 2023, 2022 for you, Ardell, was a little rocky too from a relationship standpoint. You're probably moving out and getting out of relationships that weren't so pleasant in 2022. 2023, you're experiencing that kind of in the now, in the present. Let's see, what else you got for Ardell? What is her 2023? Ooh, you got new relationships coming in, though. Knight of Swords. So you're going to be letting go of some old relationships, too. Letting go of that stuff that's kind of holding you back, that's not letting you be fully you, that you kind of had to not be yourself around. I feel a lot of that energy around having to fake it to, like, get through it. You're not going to want to do that in 2023, and you're not going to have to do that. I freaking love that. So in 2023, you're moving out of this Six of Swords energy of leaving those relationships behind that just don't work. Now, this can be sad. This could be a death, actually, too. Did somebody pass in 2022 that was pretty influential on your life, but was perhaps not super uplifting? I kind of feel like some of that energy came in for you in 2022, Ardell. But you're letting go of this energy from 2022 moving into 23, to where you're not going to carry those relationships with you into 2023 that were holding you back. Knight of Swords energy is what you are coming into in 2023, of really focusing on new relationships, new things that you vibe with, new people that you vibe with specifically. And you're really standing in that feminine power of the Queen of Wands, where Queen of Wands, I love her. I feel like she's the most balanced queen. She has the feminine aspects, but she also has the masculine aspects of action that the wands bring in. So you are really coming into that balance of feminine and masculine in 23, of really standing in your own power, making your own choices, your own decisions. I also love the black cat aspect of this, to where you're going to be still in that very mystical, magical space, but also have a lot of those protections kind of in place for you too in 23, but you're going to be focused on new. You're going to have a lot of new relationships coming in. I just want to get you a little bit more clarity around this, Ardell, too. of what are you leaving behind. Whoa. The Empress. When I see the Empress, when I ask the question, what are you leaving behind the Empress? This could be motherly energy that has kind of been left in 2022. This could be miscarriage. There was something pretty difficult in 2022 for you from a mother aspect that you're just letting go of. You're releasing that. I feel like you're still traversing through that a little bit, but there's going to be a lot of new that comes in. The new relationships are going to be a lot more fulfilling coming into this as well. Yeah, and the Death card too came out, which is just very transformational year as well coming into this. And then Page of Pentacles, which is new. You're going to be focused on doing life completely differently in 2023 than what you have before. So let's also go to the Oracle for you and get a little bit around that too. Let me know in the chat, Ardell, if you need more insight into this one too. I feel like you're traversing a pretty deep, tough place right now. So that's where a lot of the focus is. So it's kind of options are wide open once you release that and move out of it. And you have both the Heron and the Bee, which the Bee is all about community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the Queen of Abundance. And also the Heron, which is patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So when you have these two energies together, you're going to come into that Bee energy of really being very much your in your own power. It may not feel like that right now, but this is coming in, and the Heron is there too, just to remind you to have patience with this process. Whatever it is that you went through, that you're still going through, that it was so difficult, have patience and compassion with yourself, because a lot of people don't even survive what you went through. So give yourself credit for how you have moved through it and how you are growing and how you are releasing through the process. And even though it may not be perfect, it may not be what you would like it to be, you are doing the best you can. So really having grace and compassion for yourself throughout is really going to be something that is going to be important to move through this grief aspect coming into 2023, because 23 is a whole lot brighter than what you experienced in 2022. While 2022 feels to me like it had a lot of losses, you're not going to experience that in 23. 23 is going to be that it's very new, very young, renewed energy. And I really feel like you are putting in the work to come out of any of those patterns that were repeating in 2022. And the card that fell out, right as I said, that was the Fool, which you're going to take a leap of faith. You're going to have renewed energy, new energy coming into 23 that you have never experienced before. It's just kind of trusting that it's all going to come together and that it's going to be brighter in 23 than it ever was in 22. So Ardell, I hope that helps. And yeah, you're doing the best you can. So have grace for yourself through that. And you're doing pretty damn good from what I can see intuitively. And you certainly are surrounded by a whole lot of guides that are just encouraging you through this and helping you through the process. So you're not alone. Even though it feels really lonely where you're at right now, you're not. And seriously, it feels like you have a whole camp of people that are cheering you on and telling you to get it and that you got it and you can do it. So Ardell, I'm going to end with that, but girl, you got it and you're not on your own. I promise you there's a support system out there, even if it's your intuitive guides. So I hope you can feel that and feel that love that they have for you, because it's strong. I'm not a teary person and I can feel it in my heart, Ardell. So it's there. Certainly there for you. So with that, I am going to let you all go. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. If you want more of this, make sure that you are following me in Stronger Together. I go live there typically once a week. And if you want the intuitive guidances on how to not just get information, right? Like Tarot, Oracle, all of that is information and feedback. But if you're looking for the tools to release those energies and to really step into your power and to come into a place of truly that hero mode. That's what we do in Stronger Together. You've seen Janessa in the chat. She's the other half of Stronger Together. She's an energy psychologist, a mindset alignment, a functional medicine practitioner. And then I'm more of the, I would say, I don't even think I'm woo anymore. Shamanic earth and energy medicine along with crystal healing. I bring really the marrying together of the old ancient wisdoms with new age concepts like quantum physics. So you in Stronger Together have more than 6 modalities working for you and with you to help you really become the hero of your own story and traverse life more gracefully and with tools that can really help you. So we welcome you to come in if it resonates. We hope to connect with you. Hopefully you follow us in Stronger Together so that you can connect with us there. We also have a radio show that is coming out this month as well. You'll find links to that in Eyes Wide Open. We'll be live every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. So we hope to connect with you. However that looks, we are so grateful that you share your time and your energy with us. And we just really want to create a space where it's uplifting and where we can be vulnerable and who we truly are. So with that, I can't wait to connect even more with you, and universal blessings, everyone. I hope you have an amazing start to your week.